Hello, welcome to Moody Blooms. Today I'm here with my friend Brooke, and we're going to go ahead and top these gorgeous planters with some succulents. Brooke, where did you find these gorgeous things?
I got these made for me from a company in southern Alberta. They're called Timbercraft Designs, and they actually made my barn door too, so little shout out to them. And I'm super excited because I love the outdoors. I love trying to incorporate the outdoors inside, so these are going to be a great addition to my home, so thanks for helping me.
You're welcome. Let's get started. This particular planter is a little bit shallow, so we're going to go ahead and put moss in this one. So we're just going to take our moss out, and Brooke, if you want to help me kind of separate that. We just want to give the succulents a place to root. So we're going to glue gun them onto the moss. And we're going to go ahead and glue gun just right here on the bottom, and then place them in to our pot.
So you don't need to glue down the moss, just...
No, I wouldn't. I mean, you can if you want, but I mean, unless you're moving it around, which is a pretty heavy planter, you're not going to be moving it. So just make sure you mix it up with different variations and colors. Just a little bit there on the bottom, and it's crazy because it won't affect the growth. They'll actually grow through the glue gun.
You're doing a good job. So these ones you can lay down, they don't have to necessarily be sticky.
Well, no, they don't have to be straight up and down, no.
Because
that's a great question.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
That makes it a little easier.
Yeah, and you can definitely go in and set everything up how you want it and then go back and glue it, but I mean, these are gorgeous and you can't go wrong with where you place them. I did a similar video on succulent top pumpkins, and they lived a really long time. Actually, I had to take it apart because it was into Christmas and I was running out of space on my porch, so I wanted to take it apart, and they all lived, they all survived, and they all were super healthy, and they are continuing to grow. So this hot glue, I know it seems kind of crazy, but it will actually, they will keep growing and rooting. So if you have any questions on how we put this together, definitely comment below, and I'll be sure to get back with you. Just a little bit of glue. So you basically just want to keep adding them until all the moss is covered.
Having them pre-clipped like this makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, these are just cuttings that we took from either some of my plants or some plants that we purchased at a nursery. And after it dries really well, then we'll go ahead and take off clean up any of this glue.
That looks good.
So here's our first one with moss, and we're going to do the next one. We're going to fill this with some soil. So let's go ahead and do that. This is our next planter, and because it's a little bit deeper, I've added some soil to it. Now I have some cuttings that I'm going to go ahead and add in there, but I also have some smaller plants that are in the soil. So what I'm going to do is take them out, take off some of that bottom dirt, and then we'll just kind of set them in there as we go along. So I filled this with some cactus soil that Brooke had on hand. I typically like to make my own soil just because I want it to have enough drainage in here. But this is actually some pretty good soil, so I can use that. Go ahead and put these kind of near the edge so they can kind of hang over. They're so pretty, these cute little rosettes on the bottom. Start filling it in with some of our cuttings. So I just take a really small brush and clean off the dirt. Next, I'm going to show you how to water these. So I like to set my water bottle on a stream setting and take and aim it down at just the roots, try not to get it onto the leaves, if you can. And it's probably going to be watered about once every 1 or 2 weeks. Just getting the Thanks for joining us on Moody Blooms. These planters turned out amazing. Look how gorgeous they are.
They're so stunning. They're just going to be such a great focal point in my home.
Love them. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. If you have any questions, comment below.